Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a live video, and I wanted to go over Peru Balsam. Already in the chat. Awesome. Nice. So, like I just said, I wanted to go over Peru Balsam. So there is a Peru Balsam Oliffac, which is an aroma chemical, and there is Balsam of Peru resin, steam distilled, and so it's an essential oil, but from the resin, and it is two very, very different materials. So that's why I wanted to go over them. And then, of course, like I always do, I'm going to help you with, okay, well, what do I use this with? What goes good with this? I'll help you with that. And to me, actually, some things will go with one and not necessarily the other. So, like I said, they're two, I don't know, a little bit different materials, in my opinion. Again, another thing that I'm probably going to tend to do is not watch the chat on the side, just because I'm going to get too distracted, and I don't want to do that unless I kind of find that there's something having to do exactly with this. But the other thing I will tell you really quick is that I am going to do, with these live, it's just easier for me. It's just, for me to do this, it's really complicated. I have to do a lot of stuff. It seems really simple because you're just looking at me and you're like, oh, you're just sitting at a desk. But it's a lot more complicated for me to do this. So I'm going to do a number of live videos instead of the kinds where I do it not live and then upload it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So today I'm just going to do a series of videos, and they're all going to be live. So obviously you don't have to stay for them all or whatever, because when I'm done with this one, the Peru Balsam, Peru Balsam. When I'm finished with this video, I'm going to stop it. It's going to take a little bit for it to load up, and then 5-10 minutes later, I'm going to start another video, and it will be completely different. So hopefully you'll have a classroom today, and I will teach you as much as I possibly can. So the first one I'm going to do is Peru Balsam Oliffac, and I don't remember who makes it. In fact, all the materials that say Oliffac, all of those are a specific company. And I don't remember if it's IFF. I don't remember if it's Givaudan or Firmenich. I don't remember. But anyway, they're all from one company. So this one is 300 hours. It is definitely a base. The first thing I will say, well, let me just show you. I think it's best here. The color is, I'm going to say yellow-orange. It's very, very clear. It drops like between an oil and water. So it's not as liquidy as a water, but it's not quite like an oil. But hopefully you can see the color here. Almost like a thinned honey color. That's what it is. If you want to give your fragrance warmth, I promise you, and I am telling you, the number one way to do it is use Peru Balsam Oliffac. It absolutely will give warmth to your fragrance. And it is, this one to me has a tiny bit of smoke. It has a tiny bit of smoke, and to me, it's it definitely is going to fall in the Oriental. It is going to be complementary to your spice. Hello, Oriental genre is just going to work with that. So this is going to be an absolute perfect base. So if you want a really, really simple formula where you're not using too many materials, get a really, really light spice, like a 10%, what is it? Cardamom. Get like a cardamom 10%. Instead of like a full cardamom. You do not need a lot of cardamom. If you have a cardamom essential oil or cardamom CO2, you can take that and make a 5% out of it or 10% out of it, because you don't need a lot. It is very, very long lasting, but great in an Oriental or deep, rich, warm fragrance formula. So this is great with florals as well, but this to me is the number one way to make a fragrance warm. Just, yeah, that's the number one way I'm going to describe this, is warm and very rich with a little bit of clean smoke. Again, it's a base, but this could be something where you can make a simple formula. So like I said, a spice, the Peru Balsam, vanilla, add a little bit of vanilla, add a little bit of labdanum, resinoid, benzoin. I'm doing a formula for you. Benzoin, and some top note. So something that could be good with that I've said so far is something in the citrus family, or bergamot. That could be helpful right there. That will, yeah, it's just, it is my go-to, and it could be really, really simple. So I guess what I'm saying is that even if you're just starting out, to me, this is a material that you need in the beginning. Like, get this one, because it's going to be useful in a number of different ways. But again, it will absolutely warm up your fragrance for sure. So if you are not wanting any warmth at all, do not use it, because even one drop will warm your fragrance. So the next one is the Balsam of Peru oil, which is, Balsam of Peru is a resin. So they'll take that resin and they will do steam distillation, and this is what you get. This one, however, is can be a little bit difficult to work with, but way worth it. So stay with me. That is the reason, to me, they made the Balsam of Peru Balsam Oliffac. It's because it's simple, easy to work with, and it's a replacement for Balsam of Peru oil. So this, because it came from the resin, it is very thick, but hello, you're like, oh my God, it's white. Yeah, and I could just put it up here and it's not going to drip because it is crystallized. And I made this at 50%. So when I got it, I got a ½ ounce, and I obviously weighed it out, and I added another ½ ounce of perfumer's alcohol in it. You could also use Tech if you wanted to. It's natural. And just to keep this all natural, because this is an all natural material. But at any rate, even you don't have to cut it, meaning the 50%, but you're going to have to heat it. And when you heat it, it will absolutely become an oil. But it is the aroma properties are to me much different than this one. And this is a fixative. Huge reason people use this in natural perfumery or in perfumeries, because it's a fixative. However, the reason a lot of people don't use it, or it's used for a very specific purpose, because it is smoky campfire vanilla. It is very smoky. I was almost going to say you're either going to love it or hate it. I don't know. But it is incredibly smoky, but it has a little bit of that labdanum in it, mixed with vanilla, mixed with benzoin. That's what this smells like. Plus, if you are familiar with amber oil fossilized from Eden Botanicals, that smoky amber, which is a true fossilized amber, that smokiness, and even from rectified cade oil, that's what this is like. Some of you are like, oh my God, I don't know all that stuff, but some of you do. And you'll get to know some of that. So if you come back to this video again, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that's what this is about. This absolutely will give your formula a smoke aroma. It is a clean smoke. So understanding that, and it's more like a campfire where you have some vanilla that you're smelling with the campfire, with some labdanum, amber-ish. It's very amber-like, where to me, the Peru Balsam Oliffac is not as amber, true amber-y. So true amber is like, a simple true amber is labdanum and vanilla. Put those two together, and you got amber. Very simple. That, if you put those two together and you have that real amber, that is not quite what I get here. The labdanum is not present to me in here, where it is absolutely present here. This one kind of kicks butt, and again, it's a fixative and it's a base, and so it lasts a good long time. However, you're gonna think I'm crazy. However, this is soft. This it has a soft tone, and it's sweet. It's very sweet. I love this material. It's just going to be a material where you're going to be very, very purposeful about it. So when you're going to create an incense accord, perfect. When you're going to create a formula that you need a little bit of smoke in the background, not smoke in your face, but some smoke in the background, this is a perfect material to use. If you're going to make an amber accord, or you want some amber notes in your formula, I would add this plus vanilla plus labdanum. And that would give you deep, rich amber. Yeah, so definitely on the not near is it's not I'm not gonna you can't put this in the camp of being clean smelling, but this it's pretty clean. There's a little bit of smoke, but it's definitely on the okay, it's not super clean, but it is cleaner than this one. I think what makes it not clean is the smoke part in it. And this is definitely less smoky. To me, it is a definite, because again, I'll say the number one way to warm up your formula is Peru Balsam Oliffac, for sure. And it's a base. I am going to do a number of more videos today. Each one will be on a different subject. And I appreciate you so much for being here. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you on the next one.